Boom shakalaka. What's going on, guys? Randall here from Crypto Love, and today I have an episode on my crypto portfolio. I have not done one of these in a long time, but you guys requested, and to be transparent, here it is. Now, why I'm doing this? Well, first, because you guys asked for it. You want to know what I invest in, if my money is where my mouth is, and all that fun stuff. Second, for transparency, because guys, I know I talk about a lot of cryptocurrencies. I don't own all of the ones I talk about, but I want you to know which ones I own, so then there's no conflict of interest and all that stuff, jazz, whatever. Lastly, to direct my investments. So I like to look at this every once in a while. It's very helpful to kind of get an idea of what your portfolio looks like, so then you can help direct what you want it to be. And so I'm going to show you what mine is and then what I'd like it to be. So, drum roll. Bing! So here is my portfolio as it stands. I have $25 of Bitcoin. I have $26 of Neo. I have $19. No, I'm just kidding. Those are percentages, you guys. Those are percentages. So yes, in terms of everything, 25% Bitcoin. Now I used to have over 50% Bitcoin, but Bitcoin prices have been dropping. Altcoin prices have been increasing, and because of that, kind of spreads out a little bit. So, and honestly, with waning interest in Bitcoin. Now, I'm not sure if that's a temporary thing or if that's something. I think with Lightning Network, it may change a little bit. But right now, Bitcoin dominance is down quite a bit, especially with potential solutions for you to buy cryptocurrencies without having to go through Bitcoin, Ethereum, or Litecoin to get them. Yeah, Bitcoin dominance may drop a little bit. So with that, what it is, 25%, that's great. I still love Bitcoin, okay? I am a Bitcoin maximalist. I think Bitcoin's awesome. I think that if I was lazy and I didn't have this channel, I would just dollar cost average Bitcoin and forget about it. But yeah, 25% Bitcoin, 26% Neo. All right. Now, I love Neo. You guys know I love Neo. I think Neo has a great future. Yeah, it's somewhat centralized, but they're becoming the Ethereum of China. Like, they are the blockchain of China. They have great direction. They have great partnerships. They have a lot of money to spend in their development. And best part is, passive incomer's wet dream. You hold Neo, you get rewarded in Neo gas, and then you sell that Neo gas, buy more Neo. And that's what I've been doing when gas prices go up, obviously. But not right now. They're pretty low. But, so that Bitcoin and Neo accounts for over half my portfolio. 51% of my portfolio, a 51% attack of my portfolio is Bitcoin and Neo. I believe very strongly in those. Now, 19% Ethereum. Am I collecting Ethereum? No, not really. I've just been holding some for a while, and it just kind of sits there because I do want to have a certain amount of Ethereum just in case you get rewarded when it becomes proof of stake. And so that type of thing. That's why I hold it. Am I enthusiastic? I think Ethereum, yes, number 2 position on CoinMarketCap. It's there. It's potentially there to stay. Vitalik is a genius. They need to do stuff with sharding, but look at how many ICOs are on Ethereum. So even though I'm not a huge fan of Ethereum in terms of platforms, I do think that right now they are somewght dominant. Okay, next one, Lisk. You guys know I also love Lisk. At one point, I think it was back in November or something, okay, the percentage amount of Lisk in my portfolio was greater than Bitcoin, just because the price went up and went back down. Now, Lisk isn't one that I trade. I just have some. I hold it. That's what I do with it. And really, the price of Lisk has just dropped significantly, very much so. But I just have Lisk, and I'm going to hold on to Lisk forever because I believe in the project. I stopped buying it back when it was $4, and then went all the way up to 30, and now it's down at like 10, 15. Definitely missed a good trading opportunity there, and I should have seen it coming, but I just wanted to hold it because Lisk is one that I want long term. Next one is Ontology. I love Ontology. I know all these cryptos, I'm just like, I love it. Well, obviously, they're in my portfolio. I wouldn't own them if I didn't Love them. But ontology, yes. Okay, so I think ontology is going to be near as important as Neo. All right. And I'd like to accumulate more ontology. They're the trust ecosystem on the blockchain associated with Neo Council, June leading all that stuff. So yes, I like ontology. I could go for more. Loop ring, decentralized exchanges are big. Loop ring is one of my favorites. Actually, it is my favorite until NEX comes out, Neon Exchange. But until then, loop ring is my favorite. Next one, Dragon Chain. I believe in this one. This is like my my big business blockchain solution. Because there are a few that you could choose. You could go for like Stratus or Neblio, or there's some other ones out there. My choice is Dragon Chain. Maybe it's because of the blue dragon as a symbol. Possibly. I'm not going to eliminate that from possibilities. But they have the team from Disney with a lot of connections in there. And they have the incubator. So they're bringing up ICOs through that incubator. I think it could work very well for businesses. And I think they could get it established. Next one is EOS. Bought some EOS a while ago. Just been hanging on to it. And the price just keeps going up. Now, what about, EOS is probably going to be a big one. Could be the Ethereum killer. Very well could. It's 36 timed already this year. It went from 50 cents to $18 and change. It was over $20 at one point. So could it go up higher? Yeah, absolutely. Could it kill Ethereum? Yeah, absolutely. But we'll have to see. Icon, I do think Icon is great. Not only because they're the Ethereum of South Korea, but also because they're in the Blockchain Interoperability Alliance with Aeon and WAN Chain. All right. I think blockchain interoperability is going to be huge. I know ARC was working on it previously. Icon is working on it now to get all the blockchains communicating. And I think this is an absolutely essential thing. Not to mention the Ethereum of South Korea, which is one of like the most pro cryptocurrency places in the world. So those ones, I have all of those. And then everything else is 10%. And I'm not going to tell you what everything else is because that's a secret. Just kidding. Everything else, these are the rest of the cryptos that I have. I forgot to list one on there also. So I have some no limit coin also that I forgot to put on there. But Zebi, just recently purchased some of that because I think that one could have quite an upside. I think I'm going to sell it for a profit when it goes up. Not all of it, but most of it. R-Chain, have that one. Tron, I think Tron, it's a hype coin. People love it. And when the price goes up, I'm just going to keep on selling off a little bit each time it does. And then it'll come back down and go up and go. Elastos. I am very enthusiastic about Elastos long term. They have a lot of big partnerships, things like that. Deep Brain Chain. All right. Artificial intelligence. Deep Brain Chain is my bet for artificial intelligence on the blockchain. Aeon, part of the Interoperability Alliance. Huge. I think they're going to be doing that. Cardano, kind of obvious. Cardano's great. I sold off a large portion of mine for a profit a while ago, but I still held on to some. And I think this one could be another contender with Ethereum, definitely with Charles Hodgkinson behind them and provably secure proof-of-stake algorithm. Verge, another hype coin. I just hold it. When it pumps, I sell a little bit. That's it. Nebulous. I think Nebulous could potentially be monumental in the future. It's kind of slow taking off. They're doing a lot of development, not any marketing, but this will be like the Google of blockchains. So I think there's a lot of potential for that, but that's just me. Request Network, I think this is going to be a good payment method for cryptocurrencies. So I'm holding on to some of that. Stellar Lumens, because they have ICOs on there, and I think it's a better version of Ripple. Buybox, because I think it is an undervalued exchange, could go up, but, I'm hesitant about that one. That one I just purchased the other day. I'm still kind of on the fence with. NEM, this is just one that it's under $1, so when a lot of new people come in, boom, price shoots up, and I'll sell a little bit of it. Ripple, even though it's the devil, same thing. When new people come in, sell a little bit. Also, when adoption, Ripple's been around for a long time, can't get rid of the banks, so I just plan on selling this one off for profit as we have spikes. Litecoin, I've had for a long time. They have a great community, Charlie Lee, all that stuff. I think when Bitcoin Lightning Network comes into fruition, will there be a need for Litecoin? I don't know. A-Chain, they have a potential to go pretty big, so I'm holding some A-Chain. And then lastly, Lunar. I did a review on it a while back. I was very enthusiastic about it at the review. I bought some. I've been holding on to it. It's kind of like, meh, I don't really want it, but I'm waiting to get a little bit of a profit from it. So those are the cryptocurrencies that I have right now. This is what it looks like. Everything else is right in the 10%, that last 10%. But the rest of it is in pretty big projects. Now, taking a look at this is why I like to do these episodes, because it helps me visualize what my portfolio looks like, and then I can think, what do I want it to look like? So I put that together for you. Ready? Bing! This is what I would like my portfolio to look like. It looks a lot more organized, a lot more like big chunks. Because I want to get big time behind projects that I believe in. Big time. Okay? And so that's what this is, getting big time behind projects that I believe in. So, Bitcoin, yeah, still 25%. Maybe more, maybe less. Right now, 25%. I'm comfortable with that. Neo, 25%. Love Neo. Definitely think it should be there. Ethereum, definitely have a little sliver in there because it is the dominant smart contract platform right now. Period. But hot on the heels, we have things like Icon. Okay, I want 10% Icon. Also, Ontology. I believe having some of that is just as good as having some Neo, so I want some Ontology, and they may be rewarding an Ontology gas in the future, so good to get 10% of that. And then Elastos. I think Elastos could potentially be the operating system of the blockchain. Because of that, 10% of that, and then everything else in the 10%. Obviously, I'm going to sell off a lot of those other smaller holdings to get these, but this is kind of my goal for the moment. This is what I think. So how do I use this? Well, I buy the dips. Basically, I keep an eye on the cryptocurrencies that I may want to get rid of or sell off. Whenever they spike, I sell off some. And then with Icon, Ontology, and Elastos, whenever those ones dip, so basically how do I take a look at that? I look at, well, the charts. I also look at the MACD. I look at the RSI, the Relative Strength Index. And when those are all good buying signs, boom, I'll buy some more. So that's how I do it. That's my plan. I hope you guys enjoyed that. And I will catch you guys later in another episode. But thank you so much for watching. If you have not, click subscribe, like, thumbs up, don't thumbs up, whatever. But daily videos on Bitcoin and cryptocurrency, including news and all that fun stuff. So I love you guys. Catch you later. All right? Peace.